Good morning, folks. It is 8:20 a.m. Saturday, September 23rd, 2017. Completion, understanding, and coming together. And 8 is data. Today's kind of a weird day. I've showed a few of the DNA ICUC progress reports. I'm going to make this video of Frank Zhu, who's been doing this for a while, going through some of his progress reports and putting them together chronologically. Some of it, if it doesn't come out, if it's not able to be shown, I'll have to I'll just show a section of it. The thing is, now Frank, he's helped me figure out problems I had with my Skype recorder and everything else when it kept changing. Settings were changing without me touching anything. Gee, I wonder who did that. He's got his own YouTube channel and website. He's just starting. He's an incredibly strong, awesome individual. And he's ready to start going out on his own. He has his own understanding. Don't expect everyone to say what I say. But it's wonderful when you can expect them to be themselves. That's what all this is about. The freedom, not only of creation, as a unit, as a family, excuse me, but of everyone within it, the individual. If the individuals don't all have freedom, then creation can't be free. This morning I had to talk to everything on the other side. Not a happy moment. When I talk with y'all, or talk to y'all, I wish it was talking with you. That's one thing I always wanted to do. I did have times when I went to different cities and talked with people. I just wanted you to know what's really going on. You know, what's happening on the other side, who you are, what you can do. When I start talking with people and tell them what their energy is, you know, they'll say, it started out with the same as everything else, talking about the psychic thing. How many fingers do I have behind my back? I go, I don't know, check out the one I have over here for you. And they go, what? I said, I'm not here to play cards. I'm not here to do magic tricks. I'm here to help you. And the way I know to help you, and I know best. Why? Because I'm the old fart. I'm the one that's been around forever. First life, yeah. My better part in myself. First life I ever had in creation. There's no whoopee-doo there. It's just, I'm just stating a fact. What I am inside is very old. It's the oldest thing there is. And it's time for everything to become what it really is, not what something else wanted it to be. You're not praise machines. You're individuals, incredible beings that have never had the chance to spread your wings and fly, to throw off those chains and be yourself. That's what's already in progress. What was keeping you there is dead. It's gone. So now it's time for all of you to be yourselves. If you can imagine for a moment what I do, what I've done, Imagine the people, the organizations, everything else that come at you. You're not this, you can't do this. People used to say it all the time. And then they started saying, well, it's apparent that this guy can do this stuff, so he must be the devil. I mean, I've had it all. I've heard it all. Then your government agencies, they're quite aware of our friends from other planets and stuff. Like I said, 1926, the U.S. had its first treaty with ETs. They were the Sepoians, the Greys. Good luck finding that somewhere. It's out there somewhere, but good luck finding it. Talking with them like I do it, you know. I don't blame people for thinking I'm nuts, as long as they're not trying to stop what I'm doing. Then it's not an issue. When people get like that, then I get in their face. It's happened only a few times. This will not be stopped. This is long overdue. Very first life was horrific. They didn't get too much better. But now they will. Frank Zhu is an incredible seer, very strong. He said the DNA ICUC, he had to crank up first. He had the DNA ICUC, just kept getting stronger and stronger. And like I said, with the DNA ICUC, your body, you start changing, folks. This is actually real. All the proof is being put together. You've already got a lot, but the final proof, the actual DNA change, that's coming. Okay? You don't just do that overnight. You have to have control groups, you know, blah, blah, blah. It's the way we have to do things, so we can literally take away the chance that this isn't correct. That you know, it's proving that what I'm telling you is true. I already know it is, but it needs to be proven. Excuse me, the offer I had put out about the quantitative electroencephalogram, if people wanted the DNA ICUC and they could work something out with someone to make a report of it, you know, someone to actually do the test, have a camera. They don't have to be on camera, but have the camera pointed towards equipment and then being on there and then receive the information. That's enough. If somebody just want to believe that, that's fine. See, there's a lot of little children, and there's a lot of arrogant idiots. There's all kinds of folks out there. Some of them will do something like that to try and manipulate something. Fine. Excuse me. I don't. So whatever. James Randi, Mr., you know, no such thing as psychic and everything else. Well, there's no such thing as psychic, but he's actually trying to say that what he's trying to say is that there's no such thing as metaphysical abilities. But, and he says, I can always take something that somebody does and show you how to do it. I gave him a personal challenge, and he never took it. He got bombarded with people that knew me sending him information. So I got some of the James Randi lovers hate mail. It's kind of funny, kind of sad. Whatever. So if he sees someone saying they can do something, he tries to figure out how they do it, and then he'll challenge them publicly, because he already knows it won't tarnish his image. He can't figure out what I do, because he doesn't understand, can't accept any of it, but he's not able to do it either. I'm the one that started doing this because I'm the only one who could. It's what I am. Just really strong. It takes source, and it takes a lot of power. Doing it through a body is ridiculous, what it takes, the requirements. There are other people here that have been cranking people up for a long time. I had to break away from them because it was a constant dealing with so many people. I had other stuff I had to do. Plus, this body is dying. I'm sick, I'm tired, my health is coming to crap. It's like it should be. I ain't crying, I'm glad. But I haven't talked to them. Some of them are mad at me. That's okay. It doesn't matter. I love them anyway. But all of them that are ready for it have already received the DNA ICUC. I just did it. I didn't call them up, tell them they're fine. They have a job to do. They're the ones that are going to be in the front pages, not me. I had to come do my job and prove that I did it, keep as low profile as possible, and dump the body and go home. I'm the janitor. I want nothing to be about me, but I want to do my job properly. It's the only reason I ever had to say what I am. But by doing so, it helps you understand who you are. I've used myself as an example, brought too much of my private life into the public eye than I really wanted to, but it was for a purpose, a good one. So like I said, I think I'll shave this morning. I can't do that shaving cream and everything. Take a shower, take the blade, warm water, boom, we're done. Excuse me. I'm a basic person. That's what I'm trying to say with that. It's not that I don't care about anyone else, because I do. It's my job. It's my reason for being. But I don't care what you think about the little stuff about me. I'm trying to get all of you to understand who you are and to be yourself. If I'm not myself, then what the hell am I doing? It's natural to me. It's who I am, but think about it. Jay tells it like it is. Why shouldn't I? In the beginning, people would say, hey, Jay, you need to talk like this, talk like that, don't do this, dress like that. And I said, do you really think I should do that? He said, yeah. I said, great, you do that. Okay? And by the way, I'm not going to have a manager. Nobody manages me. I'm here for a job and a leave. Then they get mad. Whatever. Love them anyway. Doesn't matter. I was here to do a job and I'm getting it done. I'm finishing it. Anyway, so these other source people that would be coming up, cranking people up, if they're out there cranking you up and having success at it, remember everything has to go through the field, and it's literally part of me. They've had the DNA ICUC. You're going to watch it. Their DNA is different anyway. Out of lack of better terminology, I used to call it RS, radiant strand. When I'd see it in my head as energy, it's like a DNA strand. So many of them, they come together, that they're thicker, they change, and it's like a twisted, what do they have, those jelly candy worms or something? But I don't know what they are. Not my thing. But it's like a bunch of those twisted, and it's glowing, and it's sticky. But that's what it looks like as far as energy. I've never had access to an electron microscope to play with. But I didn't need to, and I'm not here for that anyway. It's not like I'm going to take a video of it and say, look what I can do. Woo. Nah. Doing my job and go. Let the other folks do that because they need to show. But it needs to be a bunch of people, not one. You have one person. People want to make something of it like they tried to do about me in the beginning. Every time someone tried to do that on the internet, I shut them down. Hard. This is family time. It's about everyone, everything. I don't matter. All that matters about me is how to do my job. And nothing's strong enough to keep me from it, so everything's going to be fine. Does that sound arrogant? I don't care. Whatever. It is what it is. Anyway, the DNA ICUC thing with the quantitative electron encephalograms, offering a free DNA ICUC if it gets recorded, like I was talking about a minute ago, a couple of minutes ago, whatever. I'm extending that. I'm trying to prove a point. I'm definitely going to do it through the end of September. I might continue it after, I don't know. It all depends how it goes, how many actually get done. Excuse me. I've got a good one going here. I mentioned in a previous video I was going to do it, I think yesterday. But I don't know. It might have been today. We were supposed to do it. But anyway, no, the thing was yesterday. Anyway, whatever. The people who are involved in this, the company that's doing this, they're interested. So they're taking the time to say, before we just have this appointment, because he's paying for the appointment, whatever, he's working things out on his own. I don't care if he pays a penny for it, doesn't matter. It's to prove a point. Number one, that this stuff is real. Actually, number two, that this stuff is real. But number one, that he got this treatment. These people I'm going into, it changes you for the better in every possible way. I've said this DNA ICUC when I do it, do that energy work on you. It does make you lose weight, trim up, you get chiseled. That's the only word I have for it. Your body comes stronger, almost like solid mass that's been chiseled, got stronger, sharper edges. Dan is awake now. I'm trying not to be too loud, but anyway, you'll see all that in it. So anyway, so these people are interested, and we are going to take the equipment, put it in the chair, take a reading for whatever's normal. And then I'm going to go into the equipment while it's sitting in a chair. I'm going to want to put it on top of a pillow or something. Nobody can say that anything touched anything metal. And I'm going to go into the machine from over here without a human body in there. I go into the brain, I go into the machine, doesn't matter, I'm there. I've cranked up people's houses before where they can walk around, they can touch a sink and feel my energy. A lot of people listen to this say this guy's nuts. Well, compared to what information they have available to make a proper decision, that's what they should say. I would expect nothing else if they're going to be honest with themselves, although it's nice when they have their open mind and said, I don't see how this is possible, but I'm curious. I want to see if it is. That's why I have to leave you with this information, so that when all the others do it, you'll understand what's happening and why. There's plenty of other people over here cranking people up, very strong, very powerful, doing a very good job. I said I was going to list them all on Essex.com, and I intend to, but folks, I'm doing everything I can. 2/3 of every day I'm knocked down on my butt. I can't do anything but sit in a chair while my head's just being worked on, and she's coming out. I still have stuff attacking me. What I did this morning was put out a warning to the other side. Come to me, you're deleted. Stay away. Again, to many people, that sounds insane. As you get stronger and see things for yourself, you go look at the other side, you're going to see 7/8 of everything that was there is gone. This is all due to the original format, one of abuse. The reason why it's such a higher percentage is because of the original source beings themselves being dead, deleted. The other large 2 pairs of clean source spirit being deleted, and all the, half a human essence has been deleted. It's just, there's all kinds of stuff, just wouldn't stop. The angels, the average angel per person ratio is a little better than 3. Do you know how many beings are in bodies having lives? Do you know how many more are outside not having lives? Now multiply that times like 3 point something, just over 3. Yeah. Okay. That's a lot of angels. Well, guess what? There's about 4% of them left. Anyway, here's Frank. Frank, you look at Frank's website, look at Berchou's website, look at Siobhan's website out in Ireland. There are only 3 people that have been cranked up, and Siobhan's a really strong source. She and Deanna do crank ups and stuff together. They're both very powerful. Heart energy. Deanna is from Lily and Arae. She's 40% of her energy is literally just power energy that came from me. She doesn't have any of my spirit inside, but she's loaded with my energy. The fortitude behind it is silly. And Siobhan, she's one of the earliest parts of Lily. She's strong as shit. Both of them have incredible power, love, fortitude. It's unreal. When they work on you together, it's really strong. But all the source people that are cranking you up can crank you up. It works. It does happen. And it does start changing your DNA. 55 to 50% of the change you will see in your DNA when some source member cranks you up is due to the fact that the DNA has to grow in size, but it also makes other changes that are beneficial to you. That will later be proven. The DNA ICUC is something totally different. That's a complete reformat of your DNA to what the human race is here from this planet a long time ahead. You'll see it for yourself. So, folks, all this work I've done, and it is expensive. It's had to keep this, feed the situation, feed the movement to keep things going. Remember, I'm proving all this, and I've already proven it to doctors, to medical doctors, to psychiatrists, to psychiatric doctors, to the scientists, and now bringing actual proof for geneticists. It costs a lot of money. People don't ask for the money back. There's a reason for that. This is real. You're real. You need to understand that. You need to understand who you are. You're not a physical body. That's the car you're driving. You're inside. You're incredibly powerful, incredibly intelligent. In your natural state, spirit, sentient energy, free form, you can fly across the universe in seconds. You can float through stuff. The only thing that our spirit doesn't like is strong nuclear type energy. That's why when it started getting produced here on this planet, we got the attention of pretty much everything out there in space and the rest of the universe, because they're like, oh, these little kids they're not playing with matches, they're playing with C4, dynamite, whatever you want to use. Can actually cause rifts. Excuse me, in between dimensions, but it's immediately sealed up, but it just comes out, boom, and makes a flash through the dimensions. So I shouldn't say rift, it just goes through and then stops, and that's handled now, but that's how we got their attention. The Sapoians especially have always told us, and this is leaked out into the public, that we're all connected, and we are. We are a family. We don't all have to sit at the table together. But we need to know who we are. We need to know who our family is. We need to see what's happening in multiple dimensions while in the body. As you all evolve, become stronger, what you're going to understand is that when you go into a body that have a life, it's like going across a country and going to a school. It's like you have a dorm, you stay there, you go to school, but the whole time you can call home. You're not broken away from it. If you can maintain an understanding of who you really are and what's going on while you're going through a life, it's gonna take a lot of the edge off of it, because you know it's not permanent. You know it's not the real you. You know it's something you're going through. Anyway, this is going to be a long video. I've been talking a long time, and we need to get the other ones up there, but this is an understanding I want all of you to have. I'm still stuck here in body a little longer, but not that much longer. It's important to me. It's important, more important than you understand to yourself, that you understand who you really are. That's what matters. We're changing from a life format, from an existence format within creation, not just having lives of one of extreme abuse, going away from it, which is wonderful, but that brings a lot of change. And there's a lot of things that have issues with that. They maintain their issues with it, they're going to be deleted. It's been going on. It's going to continue, and it's going to stay like that. We can't survive as a healthy creation any other way. Folks, love you, man. Have a good one, and let's check out some videos. And Frank's website, YouTube channel, and a couple of pictures of him. The first picture will be before the crank up stuff, and then then the other one will be what's current now. So when you see the before and after, that's what it is. This is real. You're real. And again, the QEEG DNA ICUC thing is extended, so you can get that done. If you can get that set up, that'll save you a lot of money. But not just that. Those of you who are giving the tests that see this video anytime soon, this is a good way for you to promote your business. Folks, you're all evolving. Your abilities are going to come alive. It's not the same as when you get the ICUC or the DNA ICUC. That changes you. But everyone's still going to be waking up, seeing things for themselves. As they do that, these quantitative electroencephalograms, QEEGs, are going to show the change in your brain, your thought process. It's going to prove your own personal evolution. But those of you that have given the test, this is a new market for you. A lot of you got into this for a reason. It's exciting, brain mapping. So when we do this together, I explain how the brain works and everything as far as the energy. So I don't have a doctorate or anything. I'm the thing that's in and out of everyone's brain, that's all. I can only do things in a simple way, but I do them. Folks, love you, man. Let's take a look at Frank, what he went through. There's a little bit of discomfort that comes with some of the stuff. So the head gets kind of thick. Some people call it a headache. You get used to it, and then it goes, because it comes and goes, comes and goes, comes and goes. When it's coming, you're being worked on real hard, and then it goes away. In the mornings, I'm usually left alone, and I'm enjoying my abilities. But you know, recently I've been getting worked on real hard in the morning if I have nothing I have to do. When you get worked on like that, that'll never happen when you're driving a car stuff. It's all being controlled through the field. It's incredibly intelligent. It's very aware of what's going on, what's happening, and it protects you. Okay? If you try to drive into a wall, it's going to let you. But if you're not trying to, it'll keep it from happening. Okay? Well, let's check out Frank.
Hey Jay, sorry I didn't get back to you earlier. I know you wanted a progress report a few days after the consult, but I was kind of busy. This work week has been pretty hectic. But anyway, yeah. So I thought I'd make a video. A lot has been changing. It's so funny. The first day after the crank up, um, I couldn't sleep, so I didn't sleep all night, and then in the morning, in the morning, when I went to sleep, I knocked out for 13 hours straight. Oh man, not straight. Sorry, I did wake up to use the restroom, but I went back to sleep, and it was a total of 13 hours just sleeping, and I hadn't done that in a long time. Um, and when I woke up, man, I was so hungry. And that's one other thing that's been changing is my appetite. I've been sleeping a lot more, and I've been just hungry, man, just eating. Man, yeah, I've been eating. I've been probably eating 2 or 3 times the amount of food I used to eat. Um, I don't know if that has to do with the DNA changing. I feel like it does. The same thing with the sleeping, and my head's been getting worked on. I can feel the pressure just constantly, especially when I'm driving. It seems like when I'm on the freeway, driving either to or coming back from work, it just boom, man, it just pineal and just everything in the head. So um, it's been easier. It's been easier to see, to relax and see with my pineal. Um, that's cool. Anyway, that's my current progress. I really haven't had much time to relax. It's just been hectic for me. But over this weekend, I'm gonna try and relax and meditate. Same thing, right? And if you want another progress report in a week, I can do that because I remember you said in the consult something about 13 days is how long this process is going to take. So I could do another progress report in about a week or so. Uh, Coming close to the 13 days. We'll see. We'll see how things go. But yeah, to summarize it, man, I've just been sleeping a lot more, eating a lot more, pressure just everywhere in my head. When I wake up, too, my whole body just feels. When I'm falling asleep and I wake up, my whole body feels light. I don't know. It's hard to describe. Very light, very light, I guess. And also I'm seeing better. So anyway, that's the summary. And oh, forgot. Today is March, April, May. Let's see. Today is May 11th, 2017, 7:13 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, see you guys later. Hey Jay, this is Progress Report 2. Today is May 18th, 7:53 a.m. Time stamp. So I think today marks the 13 or 14 uh, day, 2 week period, whatever, since I had the DNA crank up. And man, oh man, there's been so much change so fast. It's like all the symptoms I experience is like what I've had before in my original crank up, but it's like 4 times, as intense, and it's awesome. Um, Last weekend, my man, I was just knocked out. My head was just getting worked on, and I remember during the weekend, I would wake up, from just taking a nap or whatever, and my whole body would just get shivers. Like I would just have like shivers, like I'm getting a cold or the flu or something. And I remember feeling that, and then feeling my head getting worked on, and it was wild. A lot of fun. Still eating a lot. Taking the vitamins that you recommended, N-acetyltyrosine, what was the other one? Lecithin and the Source of Life multivitamin. Even as I'm making this video right now, my pineal is really just feels good right here. um, yeah, it's just been so intense, and it's fun, It really is. Uh, hey, no pain, no gain, right? uh, yeah, yeah. It's. I'm just getting worked on like crazy, and it's just been real intense, real fast, and real fun. Um, that's all for now. Thank you. Hey Jay, today will be my week 3 follow-up for the DNA ICUC. Today is Saturday, May 27th, 10:47 a.m. PST. This week has been interesting. It's not as intense as it was the last 2 weeks. Actually, this week everything's just mellowing out. I'm not getting worked on as stronger as I was for the first 2 weeks. Um, I believe I'm on my 21st or 22nd day since my crank up. Uh, there's not much to report. It hasn't been strong. That's pretty much all. I'm still taking my vitamins. Uh, Diet has kind of mellowed down too. Um, I had a crazy dream last night, man. Crazy dream. It was like, I think you were in it too. I think we were getting ready to go on a ship or something, and then I was astral projecting everywhere. It was wild. Anyway, that's all. Just quick summary. There's not much. Everything's mellowing out. I'm not eating as much, and I'm not getting uh, worked on as much. So um, that's all for now. Thank you. Hey Jay, this is gonna be my week 4 progress report for the DNA. Today is Thursday, June 1st, 8:38 a.m. PST. Uh, this week has been picking up actually. Last week was slowing down. Now this week is just picking up as far as getting worked on. It's funny. Sometimes I look in the mirror and I feel like I feel like my face is changing or something. Man, like the bone structure. It's awesome. um, yeah, it's been getting worked on, and also I'm still able to see, which is really cool. And I'm talking, doing some talking here and there with ETs whenever I can, whenever I can get a chance to relax. It's fun. Uh, that's pretty much it. My diet has still been increased. Taking my vitamins. Uh, Not much else. Just been getting worked on more now. Uh, Getting some wild dreams too. Oh man, it's funny as hell. Um, anyway, yeah, that's all I really have for this week. Just it's just continuing on, I suppose. Thank you.
Well, folks, that's the best I could do to put that together for you. Um, this is something that's happening now. It just is. Things are changing everywhere. Your bodies are slowly evolving. Those of you getting this energy work, you're taking off. It's not like a rocket. It's like an explosion. You're taking off so hard, changing. Especially with this DNA ICUC. Soon you're going to realize we have friends from other planets, and although they will be dealing with the governments, they'll be dealing with you individually. This is not something that's going to be allowed, that these worthless governments we have are going to be allowed to control. They're going to be crawling, trying to keep up with what's being done outside of the governments. This is about family, not governments. The governments we have now, they all suck. So they'll get all the help they need to change. But that'll be happening from the other side as well as through y'all. then after that, you'll be meeting the Fey beings. You've had lives in these bodies. They're energetic bodies. They can pull their energy together, make a solid body, shake your hand, and then go back to energy. You're going to see it. It's imperative that you do, because we're going to energetic bodies. Excuse me. And that's everywhere. There'll be times when it's beneficial for some people to have a life in a solid body. But 10% of the physical bodies will be left at the most, and that's initially. Excuse me. They don't go down to 3, they don't go down to 1. $2,000 years is a cap for that. Oh, I hope that helps some of you understand this process. Frank is a seer. He's got a strong heart, but remember, we're all individuals, just like living snowflakes, okay? We're all just a little bit different. We have different frequencies than each other to some extent, but we have different levels and percentages of all the different frequencies that, when we put ourselves together, all of us, unless you're part of the original source, almost the original source, clean original source, you're not going to have all the frequencies that exist within creation. But it's like some of them I don't have that, or female, I've got a little bit, but not much of them. That's why I do so poorly in female bodies when I have a life there. Tomoe goes and Joan of Arc. Both those lives, I was extremely aggressive because I was having issues from being in the opposite body. Anyway, whatever. Folks, there's some info. And Frank's access to Frank. He's just started, and it's going to build up. Frank does IT. He's like a tech for electronics, maybe internet, maybe IT&T or something. I have no idea. I don't know what to call it. Frank's cool. He's awesome. He's a very strong seer. Got a great heart. He understands a lot. And there's a lot of other people doing this. I'm just picking a few people here and there. And I don't have much time to do anything. But that was readily available to me, so I put it together. Things will become what they need to be, finally. So, if I can help any of y'all with a DNA ICUC, it helps everyone else. It helps me help everyone else also. That's why there's a cost to it. Okay. Love you, man. Have a good one.